Dermatologists know skin. It's what they do. What are the 9 spring skincare habits of smart dermatologists? How do they switch up their skincare routine when they go from winter to spring? They spring clean their cosmetics. When in doubt, toss it out. There are no FDA regulations for skincare product expiration dates, but it is important to be vigilant about swapping out products regularly because they do have a shelf life. Go through your cosmetics, your skincare products, sunscreens. Toss the things that have been hanging around for a while. If you're still using sunscreen from last year, that needs to go. You need to buy some fresh. A good rule of thumb, anything you apply near the eyes or the lids should be tossed after a year. You don't want to keep putting all that stuff on. It'll be like cross-contaminating. Don't forget to toss your makeup bag in the washer. If for some reason it can't be laundered, then just go ahead and clean it with some antibacterial cleanser. They exfoliate more. Just like you clean up your winter wardrobe, you do spring cleaning of your home, clean up your winter skin. Bring out its brightness by exfoliating a little more in the spring. Old man winter, with his whipping winds and his dry indoor heat, your skin is drier and more sensitive. So it's best to exfoliate just once a week. But in the spring, exfoliation removes all the old layers of that winter skin and helps the topical treatments absorb into the skin better. Most skin types can increase exfoliation to twice a week in the spring. But if you notice dryness, redness, or sensitivity, decrease how often you exfoliate, or ask your dermatologist which exfoliation method might work best for you. They trade their skin cream for lotion. In the spring, switch from using heavy, hydrating moisturizer and oil-based products to a lighter formula like hydrating serums. Heavy creams used during the winter have lipids that stick to the skin, and they're meant to repair and maintain your dry winter skin barrier. However, when that skin barrier is already healthy, like it is in the spring, the extra lipids on the skin can just cause clogged pores and bring on pimples. Nobody wants that. So, in the spring, look for serums, lotions, or hydrating gels rather than the heavy winter creams. They swap cleansers. As we bid farewell to the cold weather, we should be introducing stronger cleansers into our skincare routine. During the winter, use creamy or hydrating cleansers, but switch to a normal cleanser in the spring. Like heavy moisturizer, creamy cleansers leave a residue of fats and lipids on the skin. That's good in the winter because you have a compromised skin barrier, but you don't need that in the spring. There are 3 categories of cleansers to keep in mind: creamy, foaming, and normal, non-soap pH balanced cleanser. Opt for the normal cleanser once the weather warms up, unless your skin is especially oily, in which case a foaming cleanser can help remove the extra oils. They stay ahead of their allergies. Do you suddenly have puffy bags under your eyes? When people have allergies to pollen or any other environmental allergen, it can create redness and inflammation underneath the eyes. When that happens, it makes those under eye bags larger and any wrinkles around the eyes more pronounced. It can also cause stinging, burning, itching. If you're prone to allergies, talk to your doctor. He may recommend a preventative practice such as taking an over-the-counter non-sedating antihistamine each morning. That could help avoid the flare-ups. But you should also talk to your dermatologist about possibly getting a prescription that can heal the skin and calm down the inflammation. They use sunflower seed oil to soothe eczema. Up to 10% of adults have eczema, which is an inflammation of the skin that results in scaly red patches. The condition may be more prevalent in the spring. People tend to flare up if they have eczema, especially if they're outside. Sunflower seed oil is an amazing remedy for that. For a mild flare-up, apply sunflower seed oil before bed. If the skin continues to be red or irritated, apply a thin coat every night after showering. The oil is an anti-inflammatory and helps stimulate the body's natural production of ceramides, which are fats that help bolster the skin barrier. They go to a pro for a peel. For deeper renewal of the skin, see a dermatologist for a seasonal chemical peel. In this treatment, a chemical solution is applied to the skin, eventually causing the outer layer to peel off. The new layer of skin underneath is typically smoother and less wrinkled. Spring is a time when you want to remove dead skin cells so you can see rejuvenated skin at the surface. Chemical peels can also combine different brightening agents that lighten brown spots and age spots. Talk to your dermatologist to see what type of peel is best for your skin type. They are more vigilant about sunscreen. Most dermatologists apply sunscreen every morning, all year long. However, in the spring, it's especially important to be vigilant about protecting your skin from the harmful UV rays. When spring arrives, we all have cabin fever and spend more time outside. And the most important thing is to make sure you use sunscreen, even if it's cloudy. Apply it every morning and then reapply it every 2 hours. If you get wet, apply it every hour. If you use makeup that has SPF protection, it may not be enough. A broad spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher is recommended. Most makeup only has an SPF of 15. If you're taking a spring break vacation, remember that skin hasn't seen sun in a while. Make sure you lather up with sunscreen when you're on the beach, or even if you're just sitting next to a window in a car on a long road trip. They go shopping. A fun way to protect your skin is to hit the mall and try to find some fun hats. You should be getting into the habit of wearing one anytime you go outside. Look for a broad-rimmed hat, which protects the face, scalp, and neck from sun damage better than a baseball cap. I love my baseball cap, but it really doesn't protect my neck very well. Also, look for fashionable sun protective clothing. If you know you'll be exercising outside and sweating, look for UV protected clothing. Sun protection on clothing is measured by UPF, ultraviolet protection factor. The higher, the better. A fabric with a UPF of 50 will allow only 1/50th, or 2%, of the sun's UV rays to pass through. Just as a comparison, a white t-shirt has an average UPF of 7. Now that we know the 9 spring skincare habits of smart dermatologists, go on out. Enjoy your spring. Live it up. Have fun. But don't forget the sunscreen, the shades, and the wide-brimmed hat.